Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Shadow Gambit, the Cursed Crew. We've got a bit of bants to do it seems with our new friend Toya.
Toya, may I ask, what brought you to the Marley?
The cooking contest.
Of course.
On this ship?
What? No, back on Soulspire. I'd been there for some time after I lost my crew and captain at Madre Grande. I was cooking just for myself, perfecting my technique. I was focusing on winning the annual cooking contest at Bonnie's Galley. Then Mordecai comes along. Cocky, throwing out challenges left and right. He said, if he beat me in this year's contest, I had to join his crew.
I bet he didn't beat him.
And? Did he win?
He came in last. I had never seen such horrendous cooking. I knew then that if I did not join his crew, they'd have to endure his culinary travesties.
Well played, Mordecai.
You should have given him lessons too.
I tried. But his lack of talent was a challenge too steep, even for me.
Yep, that's one way to get him on the ship. And now,
No second
we're bringing
thoughts,
him on a mission. But I've changed my mind. We're not going to do Yuki's DLC mission just now, because we've been to the Furnace Island recently. We're going to go and have a crack at the new mission,
Always move forward.
the new island for the new guy.
Navigator.
We're going to go to Zagan's lair.
So, you've decided to consider my invitation. I welcome you to my humble abode. Mind
Lovely.
you, this is but a temporary domicile, an abandoned mansion I discovered many years ago. I took a liking to it and modified the main architecture and surrounding islets to suit my purpose. Whatever plague or catastrophe that tainted this place left behind ample soul energy to create a few skeletal assistants. They are rather dim-witted, unfortunately, but with the appropriate oversight, they aid me in my scientific ventures. On the periphery, you may discover the fruits of my labor. Decades of study manifested in apparatus and substances various.
Ooh.
And with your help, I will bring my pursuits to a most interesting conclusion.
We do like substances various. Now, crew size 1. So, is this a proper mission or is it not? Is the question. Doesn't look like it is, to be honest. So do we do it now or later? Do we knock this one out quickly and then go and do Yuki's DLC mission as originally planned? Mayhap. Now, it makes sense to bring a fear, I think.
Now, Ronald, are you ready?
Unless we're playing as Zagan
Ready.
himself.
Very well. There's just one more thing that seeks acknowledgement. I sense another pair of eyes on me.
Hello.
Seems the elusive Red Marley and her ragtag crew has heeded my call.
That's him. He really does look like a prognosticator.
And you must be Afia Manicato. You have made quite a name for yourself.
And a flatterer as well, I see.
Zagan the
Oh,
Apostate.
here they are. I was wondering.
By order of the Holy
if these
Maiden,
lads would show up.
reveal yourself. We have you surrounded.
Did you invite your old playmates to this gathering as well?
No, they let themselves in. But they'll be occupied for a while before they threaten my research here.
Research. We thought you wanted to join the crew.
In due time, I will. I'm in the final steps of this experiment, so you'll have to excuse me.
And why would we stay and wait?
Because you'll struggle to find a stronger and more knowledgeable ally than me.
Prove yourself then. We will watch, but for now, I will not grant you the power of my memories.
Oh dear.
I won't need them. Now, Ronald, I'll use my dark excision on you. With it, I will attempt to act as a conduit that siphons your soul energy into our effigy here. On your mark.
Mark.
Death's grip is lurking.
Okay, so
Certainly
Dark
a choice.
Excision. Takes a while.
You just gutted your assistant and hurt yourself?
Took some damage.
Ronald is a resilient specimen. He will recover. As for my own injuries, real knowledge always comes at a cost. Besides, I've got ways of regaining my strength as well.
So yeah, we can suck the life out of people, but we can also get it
No,
back.
For now.
Let's chat to Miranda.
Shush, shush! Miranda, why was this parrot allowed to disrupt the experiment?
Parrot.
Stop pestering me with your excuses. Just see that it does not happen again. Remember, any form of colored poultry is no excuse for dawdling during experiments.
Dawdling?
Now, what did you observe during the procedure?
Eyes. Light.
There was a current then. Excellent. Just as I hypothesized. But for now, I must reclaim some of my energy.
Yes, let's do that.
You know the drill, Miranda. I will have to drain some of your life forces so that I can continue my studies unperturbed.
Drill.
That is correct. Hold still. This is going to sting.
A morbid way to reclaim one's energy.
I chose this path of undeath exactly for its morbidity. Now, let me take a look at that effigy.
So yeah, our S move then holds people in place and kills them after like 5 seconds, yeah. And then Catatonic Grip, 7.7 seconds for an attack, but it restores health. Pretty
I
cool.
knew. What was solid before is now brittle. The density of these cursed bones is not high enough then. Unfortunate, but not unsolvable. We just have to go with the alternative effigy. Miranda, please record these findings.
Oh. 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 Oh.
Ah, yes. You're still experiencing strong visions. The effect will persist for a while, but you will recover. Eventually. All right, Marley. I will seek the custodies on this island and transfer myself to your deck.
I'll be waiting.
Cool. So I guess this is part tutorial and part thingy. Part introduction to the characters. So we've got to leave via the bridge. We should be able to do
Consider
that.
it accomplished.
Now we can use Marley's memories, I guess.
So you have decided to bless me with your memory powers now.
If you perish now, this would be a waste of time. Besides, you don't have to use it if you don't want to. But I can't foresee you crossing the bridge without being spotted by this commissarius.
Oh, I appreciate the gesture, but I think you'll find me quite capable of dealing with the situation at hand.
Really? 'Cause he's just staring down this bridge without blinking.
Ah, yes. The commissarius is going to see me, but he's not going to enjoy the sight.
It's taken me a while to realise that Zagan doesn't actually have a skeletal arm. He's got a staff with a skeletal arm.
Acceptable.
Now, the next guard is out of range, but we can use the skill passively on a guard that's about to detect. And then we can walk through the view cone without being detected. So if there's an orb hovering above the staff, then we're okay. Right, so yeah, he's looking.
A mercy. I am
Impressive. How did you do that?
Okay, we didn't get away with that.
The possibilities are endless.
Now, should we try that again?
Intent is key.
Are we going to get away with it that time? We are, good. So, yeah, there's still a window where he will see us. But otherwise, yeah, we can hold them in place indefinitely without others noticing. But it immobilizes us as well. Or we can use it like we just did to get past people. Interesting.
An interesting decision, Marley.
Now, do we want to just go over there? Can we go over there? Our goal is to get
The surrounding
behind the
structures.
mansion. So, from where we are, we go this way?
Enticing.
Wow.
Is that?
The mansion is huge. Is it yours?
I have vacated and repurposed this place over the years of my silent exile. Suit my experiments.
I'm curious. What experiments? What are you trying to do?
Your uninformed mind might indulge in my theories once I've boarded the Marley.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
Right, so as we can see here, if we use Zagan's main attack on someone, it sort of freezes them in place like they've been hit by the backlash from a
Fascinating
Custodes.
application of soul energy.
But nobody will care about the body. So that's cool.
I will make it work. Ha! Chaining men to the streams of the below until they falter and
But if
die.
we're seen doing it, we get caught. Very well.
Your energy brought us back, Marley.
Now, what if we went up?
Agreeable for now.
Ah, we can't climb vines as Zagan.
I had calculated that. Death would be merciful.
So let's take out that guy.
A successful exchange.
How are we going to go about our business?
Enticing.
We can work our way across here. Because we don't really need to deal with that guy, perhaps.
Tampering with time, a peculiar science. Intent is key.
Now, what if we move across here?
This will cost me.
Yeah, we can take that lever out.
You are excised.
So when we take people out with that move, it just leaves the body behind, and
Acceptable.
they would be alerted to our presence if they saw it.
A soul.
Whereas when we take people out with this
Chaining
one,
men to the streams of the below until they falter and die.
we get our health back and they end up spookumed.
Yeah, this Custodes business is rough.
Let's continue pondering the Inquisition's various deficiencies once you step through the gate.
Cool.
I need back to deck.
Zagan is ours. We didn't use his passive ability. No decahedron. So yeah, not really a full mission, just a quick and simple job to get him on board.
Come to me, Apostate. Then we can talk.
Cool, so this will just be unlocking his first proper mission, I guess.
There is even more concentrated soul energy here than I had calculated.
Attempt to siphon any of it from me, and you will walk the plank.
An interesting proposal. But your reserves are far from the amount my experiment requires.
Yeah, you've been talking a lot about this experiment. I think it's time you fill us in if you want our help.
Have you ever considered what gives the Inquisition their abilities?
Not really, but wouldn't you know the answer to that?
You've cut right to the heart of the issue.
To nobody's surprise, eh?
Excuse me?
It's a joke, because of the sword in my chest.
I get it.
Good for you. Now, I prefer to concern myself with truths rather than idle jests. Specifically, the truth about the so-called Holy Flame. Where does its power come from? What is its source? Why don't even the most high-ranking of the Inquisition know much about it?
All good questions.
Nobody can answer these questions. And I will change that.
And you want us to help you. What do we get in return?
You do it for the honor of serving as research assistants for the most important scientific effort in the history of the Timeless Shores.
We're going to need more than that.
Honor doesn't fill our coffers. You will share everything you learn with us. That's the deal. Take it or leave it.
I had come to understand your role on this vessel to be some sort of jester. But it seems there is some merit to your position. I agree to your terms. I will share what I find, if I can rely on your numbers in my experiment. First, let us visit the Isle of Penance. I seek a tome the Inquisition has kept there.
A tome? Ugh, this is going to be fun, isn't it?
Curious.
Furred or feathered, I've not studied for decades in order to be subject to the whims of an animal.
Perhaps what Estelle is trying to nudge you towards is the training deck I just prepared for you.
Okay, so we've got a training deck for Zagan as
Valid
well.
Experiment.
I guess we can nip in there, see what that's all about. And then we'll do an actual mission.
You can not only manipulate time, but space as well. This could come in useful.
Only when it comes to the insides of my holds.
So much potential wasted.
But alas, I will work with what is given to me.
So we can take out enemies from a distance while staying hidden, and then recover health afterwards. Yeah,
My
we know this.
premonition was correct then.
Yeah, we can kill people we can't reach
Why
directly.
would I waste my energy on exclusionary ignorance?
I think you will find them rather material.
At last, you've intrigued me. How does it work? These are just as real as those made out of flesh and bone.
Some secrets are better kept that way.
You've provided me with energy to continue this trial.
That was it.
A valid experiment.
Okay. Target the moving guard with Dark Excision when they're out of
Your
range of
dark
everyone else.
excision
Yeah.
shouldn't be bothered by physical walls.
Oh, is that so?
correct?
Correct.
Physical
I
walls
must
don't
study
matter.
your powers. Over.
Interesting.
More time is required. It will have to be done.
Yeah, very curious if we can shoot through walls.
My corruption is. You are excised.
Now, the Hedron of Constriction. Let's have a look at that bad boy. Learn a bit more about how that works, because I wasn't
A playground for my hedron of
fully grasping it.
constriction. I had calculated that.
Right, so we can hold guards in place without killing them. If you cancel the skill, they'll remain frozen for a few more seconds, will they? Very good. So we could, for example, move over here,
I will hold them.
and then we could do that.
I will hollow them out.
And then, yeah, they stay frozen for a bit. Good. So we can keep it up as long as we want. Use it on the next guard. Aha. So Afia's getting involved, is she?
Who will be held?
Ah, we're not controlling a fear though. That's okay.
There you go, Sagan.
Death would be merciful. Enjoy the visions.
Now, what are we learning
Intent is
next?
key.
Next guard is out of range, however we can use it passively on a guard that's about to detect him. This only works if it's not on cooldown. Ah, so when it says passively, does that mean I don't need to trigger it, or...
You think positioning this acolyte out of my range will pose a threat to me?
Not really. But there's always hope.
I will take this.
Right, so I'm not going to use it. And then bam, yeah, it automatically triggers. That's where it went wrong last time, is I was trying to trigger it as I was running into his range. But no, that seems crazy powerful.
This room is supposed to be a challenge? How pitiful.
Now, what do we have? That guy is looking a boot. That guy is looking a boot. And they are looking at each other. And we can't trigger the Hedron on both of them. And I'm guessing if we
An anchor.
Hedron one of them,
Hedron is limiting.
then we haven't got time to kill the other
Of both worlds.
without getting spotted. Well, have we?
Certainly.
Okay, we have got time to get away with it after all.
A particularly
We nearly didn't get away with that because we weren't crouched, but otherwise
I
that
will make it work.
works just fine.
Done.
We got a cannon.
How do these memories work, I wonder?
Now, can we
Hedron of consideration.
distract that guy? Is he in range of the cannon?
Exit.
No. Nearly.
Return.
It's probably easier than trying to time the cannon.
A merciful
just-
approach.
Let's see. Let's see if we can't get him this time.
Exit.
There we go. That's probably it. Good. Now, is anything stopping us from just sneaking up on that guy?
Death would be merciful.
I don't think so.
I will hold on to this visions.
Down he goes. Now, we've got a...
An
Commissarius.
interesting decision, Marley.
and a second one. And they can both see pretty well.
Consider it accomplished.
But what happens if we attack this guy?
Get my revenge.
Yeah, the Hedron won't trigger.
Your energy brought us back, Marley.
If we're in the middle of an attack. But I'm wondering if we can stand here, and then the minute the Hedron
Soul will
triggers,
burn you, you cow. I will get my revenge. My premonition.
no, okay, that doesn't work.
Energy brought us back, Marley.
Now I guess what we could do
Acceptable,
is scuttle across here,
as expected.
then we can wait for the Hedron to come off.
I will not be struck.
And as soon as that guy turns away,
I will make it work.
we can make it to there.
I knew you'd come.
Okay, that didn't quite work because two guys were looking at us at once.
Elim, a peculiar science. I foresaw that.
Cool. So we can make our way over
I
to this
knew.
bush. Does this help us? I think so.
can foresee again. How do these memories work, I wonder?
Now, you're coming back. And then when you turn around, maybe we can...
I siphon so much.
No, we ain't got time.
My newest
What if we hold you in
creation.
place? And then when you come back over,
I restrict movement.
now how do we
Who
cancel?
will be held?
I want to cancel that, but how do we do it?
Enticing.
Okay, we've done it. Good. Now we've got both of these guards on the same schedule as one another,
An interesting decision.
to some extent.
Corrupted visions.
Or have
The
we?
Hedron is limiting.
Maybe now we have.
Intent is key.
Yeah, that guy's going back.
Catatonic.
That guy's going to go back.
Locks will falter under this.
And there we go. Took some figuring out what I had to do, but I got there in the end. Now that guy's like, huh, it's an unconscious guy. I shall do nothing about it. And then they'll bugger off again. Go on. And off we go.
I had calculated that.
Congratulations,
Cool.
Apostate. You have mastered the challenge. Now, return.
Complex, but strong. And now we're a good chunk of the way through this video without having actually started a mission. A proper mission. So let's do that, shall we?
Let's see what's up.
So we've got Penance, which we've been to recently. We've got the Iron Bay, where we've got Yuki's mission. Yeah, let's go ahead then and do the Yuki mission as originally planned.
We have arrived at the Iron Bay stowaway. Now, what are we looking for exactly?
Kuma, look! You can see the entire island on the map. What? Oh, yes, it's a compass. Or kind of like a compass. It points straight to the island we are looking for.
And you know this house?
I had it once before, but then I lost it to Salazar.
So we're looking for
That's his ship in the
Salazar?
harbour. He must be here somewhere.
Right,
I
so we're
don't
attacking
see
the
anyone
harbour.
important on board.
Salazar likes hiding. I can't see him anywhere. We must find out where he went. There! A book! There's always a book, yes? It'll tell us where he is.
Fair enough. And when we find this Salazar?
We steal the compass back. Now, get us there.
Aethia.
Get us there, Aethia-san.
Can do. Now, is this where we started out before, the Grand Docks? I think it is. The completionist in me wants to start somewhere else, but we're short on time, and it doesn't make sense to really start anywhere else. So, Grand Docks it is. Now, look at all this vigor people have been building up. So, I guess Zagan's mission counted as a mission. So, Yuki's on the team. Afia's on the team. And then Toya
I thought
is on the
you'd
team.
never ask.
Because we've not used him yet on a mission. Now, we're going to put Toya on 1, I think. Do we normally have a fear on 3? I think we do. Look at all that vigor we're going to unlock. Lovely stuff. So yeah, we know these docks. Just drop another save after we've crouched.
Ugh! Fire and ash. I don't like this place.
From what I hear, you blew up a similar island not too long ago.
Ah, that was another adventure. Right, Kuma?
They called you a hero for that, among other things.
Well, I don't like zealots, and I like helping others. The rest just happens.
Very well. Now,
That's some spice.
nobody's really going to notice if we sneak over here, yes?
Move with speed.
We could get on board his ship right now.
Are we going?
Do you want to do that, Yuki? See what that statue's all about? Doesn't appear to be about anything. Very well. We can't really do anything on his ship.
Sneaky dead.
Now we've got 3 targets. Guess we could draw one in. So,
My galley is the battlefield.
let's
Let's
have
get
a
moving,
think.
eh?
Maybe we'll do a little combo attack.
Can't catch me.
Yuki, if you would care to set up one of your famous traps. And then we're
see
going to
what's
use your old ability with Toya.
Quickly.
Just make sure we've got the timing
Amari's
right.
special skill.
Oh no, that guy's just out of range. Or is he? Yeah.
The fight begins.
Fire's now on your animal.
No, he's going to come over. But I think that's not close enough.
Who wanders off their ordained path?
A simple method
The
of
rights of
deception.
inquiry.
And I guess we can't
Good taste.
draw him
The
again,
mind.
can we?
I
Keep your
heard
head
that, you
down.
fiend.
Oh yeah, we can. But yeah, because we took too long, alarms were set off.
Unleash.
Maybe we were just trying to be too clever there.
start.
We should
My
just
sword
use
is razor sharp.
Yuki.
Let's go.
What is this
A
racket?
nice
No,
little
I
trouble
won't
from
leave my
us.
post.
Who wanders off their ordained
Nice.
Don't break the spider's thread.
Although again, the alarm got set off because it takes so long for that trap kill to work.
How many times?
Very
has it
well.
been?
Is he going to come over?
Opportunity calls.
The oldest tricks.
Alright now.
I mean, you will now.
Yes, good job.
There we go. Job done eventually. And that was just the first kill.
May
Good grief.
return here.
Now, Toya's
Fish
fast
takes
kill
shape.
we're going to take advantage of, I think.
Blood and silence. Raise with your legs. In a moment. Wish I could help you.
Whee! Okay, we can't hide in that door.
All in
But we
one
can.
motion.
Take out this lad.
This will suffice. A heavy customer.
And that's another one tossed in the ocean. Lovely.
A memory for the
So we've got a
minds-
proggy to deal with. Have we... Yeah, I was going to say, have we failed to bring anyone who can maneuver people? Because I'd already forgotten again about the bird flute. And Yuki's abilities in general.
Like we're his own. Now,
So... Let's think. What if we
A simple method.
launch a
of
whistle from
deception.
there?
What horrid thing made that noise?
And then we climb up. Sneak round.
This
Jump on his
Dare
head.
they let me wait?
Raise with your legs.
Hello? I'm waiting.
Now Commie wants to
Fine blend.
know what's happening. Is he going to conveniently come in this direction? I don't
I
think
shall
so.
report this. You hear? Report. Your task demands it.
Shame. Although, is he now out of everyone's
Where's the
range?
book? Let's read it.
Maybe not if we just run like an idiot. Okay, I mean that torch is kind of preventing anything useful from being done over here anyway.
I shall
The
report
fight
this.
begins.
There's the book.
Well,
Let's read it.
Oh, just about.
Guards. It'll be easy, right? I place the traps and you'll play the bait.
Now, who's going to come over
Very
here
Traditional.
if we turn off that torch? Is the commissarius going to come over to relight it?
I see. It's no maiden's fire, but it still must burn. I shall ignore this impertinent interruption.
Okay, so commissarius don't relight torches. That's good to know.
A good starter.
And then we can sneak round here,
Get ready to strike.
I heard
lure in
you
that guy.
fiend.
Skewer the heart. Move like water.
Toya-san makes no noise.
Just about got away with that.
A heavy customer. the dish takes shape.
No way of dropping that guy into the water there? Very well. We'll just leave him out of sight. Who do we take out next? I mean,
What's that?
Yuki could take out that guy, probably, without too much trouble.
I can do that.
Of course you can.
Can't catch me.
Walk this way.
Nasty surprise.
Lovely. It always works, I guess,
Yes. a
is
good
the badge for killing people with Yuki's trap. Now, that commissarius needs that guy out of the way. What if... Can Toya get back round there? Probably not. I mean, you could probably swim round. Right, so you could jump on that guy's head. If Afia can
What's
get
in it
in
for me?
and distract him. I mean, maybe
I like
actually
these
Yuki can do
odds.
that.
Oh,
Maybe Afia's not even useful on this mission.
leave it to me.
Yeah, you move over there. Little thing.
Call them to you.
And then, let's see. But then, can she do that without jumping down? I'm still not entirely sure how this Kuma mechanic works. Does she need to be in that circle? So yeah, maybe Afia is the
Yes,
best
good
bet.
plan.
See what's out there. Always
What range
move
does she
forward.
have on her
Let's skip
time freeze? A pretty good one.
A refined decision.
Good. No, that guy can't see anything useful. Be nice to get rid of the bod. So maybe we
Let's get
bring
moving, eh?
Afia down, because she can lift the bod
Straight to the point.
without standing up.
Let's get you somewhere else.
Cool. Now, how do we deal with that acolyte?
This memory is ours.
What's that prognosticar looking at anyway? He's not seeing that guy, but old Antonio over there is. But Antonio's not seeing that guy. Is anyone seeing that guy? I don't think so. So let's just
Time
give
for
that guy a
sword
quick shanking. Ah, that guy came down at just the wrong time. Okay.
Slice the back, stab the neck.
Lovely. Another one down. And then
Let's remember.
that commie can see that guy, and that guy can see this commie. So,
I'll be fast.
we
What's in
fear.
it for me?
Can you work your way over there without getting spotted by anyone? No.
Swift souls. Slice and stab.
Good. That's worked out nicely. And now nobody's
Yes.
really seeing that
Good
lad.
memory.
My
So-
sword is razor sharp.
Blink. Take
Don't
him
let
out.
the flame get you. Heavy.
And chuck him in the door.
Now we're getting somewhere.
So that leaves 2. Which we can deal with, basically.
Unshackle.
Yep. You blink. Toya, you attack the prognosticator.
Fast and sharp.
And then Yuki, you actually finish off the prognosticator.
Good sword.
And yeah, he's turned into a lump of wood, same as anyone else would.
Opportunity. Let's get you somewhere
Sweet.
else.
Is it a puzzle?
You read that book, please, Yuki.
Let's do it, Kuma. Names. So many names.
Yep,
What are we looking for?
that's
There.
books for you.
He arrived just yesterday.
Let me see. Prognostica Salazar.
Oh, he's a
According to
proggy.
this, he is currently inspecting the prison.
We didn't go to the prison last time, so that'll be fun. We took the bridge instead. And that will be him, I assume.
I need 100 acolytes ready to sail by the morrow.
That's a lot of
A
acolytes.
rather sudden request, my dear prognosticar.
Time is ticking, Magistratus. I am one step ahead of her. I will not give up the advantage. Not now that I hold the compass.
He's one step ahead of Yuki then, I presume.
Yes, he has the compass. Let's go there and steal it.
Kind of wish we had
I
Quentin
get
on
the
board.
impression you have some history with this man.
Aye, he's as bad as they come. And he's looking for the island too. It was stupid. I took the compass from a sunken ship. I thought I was clever, but he surprised me. He sunk our little boat and left us to the sharks. That was a close one.
What did you do?
The sharks weren't hungry for dead meat. I asked them nicely and they swam us to shore.
Right, of course.
Okay, so we could go across the bridge again, as we did last time. It's probably better than going through a heavily armoured bloody fortress over there. Now, how would that work? We go under the bridge. I see. We can go under the bridge into the prison. Yeah, that seems like something we can do without too much trouble.
I'll be there soon.
Especially if there's only 2 guards hanging around up here. And that one's not even looking in the right direction to cause any bother.
Cross the sea. Oh, that's easy.
Yuki, you park yourself there, please.
At your
I fear we are actually making good use of you with your blink ability, so let's do so again.
A memory captured. Freed.
Leave it to me.
That's 2 more down.
Nothing
What
personal.
do we have? Heave-ho!
What do we have on the other side? We have bushes. And we have one guy who appears to be
Yes,
by
good
himself. Yeah, they're not paying any attention.
Oh, so sharp. Blood and snow. Oh, a memory.
And then these 2 don't look terribly hard to take out as a pair.
This corsair is hunting.
Yep, no one's paying any attention to us. And Yuki, if you want to drop that guy in a bush. Sweet. That door's
There have
locked.
been reports of cursed in these.
That door's locked. And that guy's got a key. So you are watching our friend there. There are patrols. Where are those patrols going? Round and about.
Sharks and birds.
Toya, ready.
Okay, so your view is pretty long, but not long enough.
familiar tune. It will be done.
So this is one acolyte we can
I
take out.
cannot lose. Sufficiently skewed.
Is it a puzzle?
And
Let's
then
go.
we'll bush him as well.
Heavy.
That commissarius shouldn't be too hard to take out either.
Let's
With a
get
bit of
moving,
blink.
eh? Welcome to the other side.
And we may as well turn off that torch whilst we're here. Next step could be to blink that guy. How far do you see? Not all that far.
Let's see what's out there.
So maybe we bring Beer up. We wait for that patrol to bugger off again.
A sword? I'll take that, thank you. One less to worry. Let's
And then-
get you somewhere else.
Yeah, we can drop this guy up here without too much trouble.
I shall swing the.
Consider it done.
And then
My
same
body
again,
shape.
really. Bit more blinking,
Show me how you do that,
Heave
Yuki-san.
ho!
bit more body dropping. And we've got our way into the prison. So we don't really need to worry about anyone else around the edges, I don't
thought
think.
so.
The description of the artifact.
It's well lit in
We
here.
must secure.
Maybe we can lure someone over
Yes, he is here.
with the
The
torch.
compass is twinkling on his arm. Let's take it back. We can steal it from him.
We could just kill him now and spare us any further trouble.
We could.
Aye, we can kill him. I did it more than once.
Ah, he's going to
Stab
come back
him,
either way, is he?
Slice him, throw him in a well, but it never sticks. And stealing is much easier.
What do you mean? It never sticks.
Just like Kuma said. Now, the compass.
Are these 3 lads
Equipment for
going to notice
excavation
this
and
torch?
study.
I do hope so.
Oh?
Good.
Inform your
Yeah, you lot come
commander
over.
on guard.
How's your view? Not long enough. Good.
Once my
Aye.
Triple kill.
One less to work.
Preparation is
Now, sneak back into the bush, please, everyone,
Let's
just in
get
case.
moving, eh?
And Afia can get to work on the
I
bots.
like these odds.
Is anyone seeing that guy? Yep. Could have done the whole Yukon check
Time
thing,
carries us back.
but it's fine. So, we got a Udex.
Conscript a few of the prisoners if necessary.
Afia's probably the best bet for this, because she can
Straight to the point.
blink about the gap.
I require provisions for
We're all cutthroats here. This should come in handy.
Yeah, and now that she's done that,
So many tricks.
Yuki
That's a
should
good
be
trick.
okay to come up here and do this.
Inform your
Okay, there's still someone watching. Who saw that? Someone who didn't see it last time, I think.
Inform your flock to be on guard.
Okay, so that guy
Shadow haunts my
is
holy
pretty
expedition.
yeah, that guy's noticing quite a bit. So let's get Toya up there instead for a quick kill.
spice.
Opportunity
And let's
comes.
get Afia back downstairs.
Always move forward.
Now,
I
can
snap
she?
my
The
fingers.
description of the
She can't reach him from here, but
We
that's
must
cool.
Consider it
Ready
done.
to serve.
Dear Prognos,
I am.
you would have us follow.
Masterful move, Chef Cook.
Cool, that all works. Now, who's looking at this acolyte? Not really anyone.
I require
I'm here.
provisions for several
In a
needs.
moment.
Tents, equipment for excavation and study.
Okay, the Magistratus does look over every now and again.
A simple method of
But
deception.
we can always just lure him into the bush.
Made that.
I cannot lose.
What
The
horror
dish
life.
takes shape.
Inform your flock to
The heart
be on guard.
is pierced. Raise with your
Shadow
legs.
haunts my holy
Yeah, that's that guy out.
We may
There
return.
have been reports
No.
of cursed in these waters. I will see to it.
Is a Magistratus the sort to be
Move with
lured?
speed. That's cool.
That noise.
Okay. So the bird flute
Back to this.
There
will
have
lure.
been reports of cursed
We'll get
in
Salazar's
these
attention as
waters. I
well.
will
We don't
see
want
to
that. Toya, maybe if you come up here, please.
Very traditional.
And then when you're up there, jump into that bush.
Simple.
Now, if we do the same again with
Very
What
sensible.
do we have
a
here?
fear, where she distracts that guy. Let's move her a
I
little
like
closer.
these odds. Time freeze.
Listen to this.
Right, she should now be in range to just do it straight away. Which is good.
Always move forward.
And now,
My
Toya,
blade is ready.
attack that guy and pick him up, please.
It will be done. The expect a heavy customer.
And drop him. Good. Another guy down.
Opportunity comes.
A wise decision.
Now, do we need to really kill anyone else?
I cannot work wonders, Prognosticar. Such deeds are the preserve of the maiden.
Maybe not.
Are we going?
Where's Yuki?
Sneaky dead.
Yeah, you sneaky sneak. Now, when that Magistratus turns
Inform
around,
your flock to be on
Aye.
guard. Accursed.
Are we sure we can pickpocket a prognosticator? They usually sense our.
okay, there's someone watching from higher up, so we can't do that just yet.
Tents, equipment for excavation
We are going to have
and
to continue
study.
to work our way
I
through.
cannot work wonders, Prognosticar. Such deeds
That
are
commissaris.
the preserve of the maiden.
Is the problem. But is there anyone now stopping us from taking out that guy?
My galley is the battlefield.
Apart from that guy himself. Dagnammit. Now, you are also watching down there, though. Fear can stroll over here.
From
And
here to there.
blink
Now
there.
we're getting somewhere.
Okay. Maybe not. We're working it out, one failure at a time.
Is that?
Oops.
No second thoughts, eh? A sword?
Yeah, I definitely want a fear over here. I think. Although, you stay there for a sec. A fear. And then
Preparation
Sawyer.
is key.
What's the range? Good. So from here,
Move with speed.
All right now.
you can lure
Where was
that guy
that?
over.
Never look back.
Now, get ready to distract. A fear, so that's on E.
Victory is mine.
Horrors like
The heart. Raise with your legs.
Cool. There's another guy down. Not the one we needed down, necessarily. Now, we can sneak around here.
Are we sure we can pickpocket a prognosticar? They usually sense our intentions.
I can do it if you want. You just have to be smart.
Oops. Yep, you just have to be smart, guys. Okay, so that guy does what? He turns back and forth, basically. But when he's not facing the right way, we can take out this
Fine
commie.
blend of memory. Yes, yes. I'm going in.
Yep.
Kaizak Katana. A lock needs a key.
Impressive, Toya.
Good. But that guy is still... Yeah, is anyone else paying attention to this guy? I don't think so.
Do you have a pinch of ash for me? I have precious
Aye.
spare.
So this guy might be just a case of a quick kill.
Very sensible, Marty. The taste of the heavy customer.
And then, I don't think anyone's watching that guy now.
Good taste.
So we can take him
We
out.
may return here.
Masterful move.
Raise with your legs.
And we can throw him in the pit.
Flock to be on guard. A cursed shadow haunts
Cool.
my holy expedition.
Now, we're getting closer to
Reports are cursed in
the
these
commissarius
waters.
we
I will
need.
see to it.
So when that Magistratus is not looking over here, can that guy see far enough? Yeah, that guy can see that.
You
Commie.
have the description of the artifacts.
Where's the fear?
Secure them.
Now, can you just ping that guy? I think you can. You don't need line of sight or anything.
Is not
Yeah, you rush in with an attack when I say, Sawyer.
A crack in the
Conscript
glass.
the prisoners at
Straight to the point.
time
A
for the
useful
most
gift.
important.
We have a few who are near the
Good.
end of their penance.
I'm always prepared.
Right, so that worked. Now, where's
At
Yuki?
your service.
Oh, that's easy.
What are you doing, Luna? She sat in my lap being a bother, is what she's doing. She's rearranging herself.
Remember the twilight.
Whee, another one in the pit.
It
Now,
wants to be remembered.
Form your
That
flock to be on guard.
Acolyte
A cursed
needs to go,
shadow
probably.
haunts my holy
So that's heavily under guard by that Acolyte. And also that Magistratus
I'm here.
when he's facing the right way.
You have the
A good
description
starter.
of the
Yeah.
artifacts.
Never
We
look
must
back.
secure them.
Oh, come on. Why didn't he go in the door? Let's queue up that distraction.
Haunts my holy
It's on
expedition.
E.
A single
Maybe let's just tell him to go straight up here.
It will be
The
done.
description of the artifacts. We must
Oh, he's going around that way, is he?
I'm hit.
Okay, I thought we had to go through the door, but maybe
Very
we don't.
traditional.
So, in that case, Toya, can you just come up
Good
there without
starter.
being spotted? You can.
Do you have a pinch of ash for me?
Blood and silence.
Now, when the Magistratus turns away, I don't think
You have
anyone
the description
else is going
of
to
my
see.
artifacts. We must secure them.
This will survive.
Good. Right, so now, perhaps, we're in a position where Yuki can do a
Very
pickpocket.
sensible,
Oh, what's
Marty.
that? I can do it if you want. You just have to be smart.
Or empty-headed.
Aye, here. Ugh,
Got it.
That must be the strangest compass I've ever seen.
It's already pointing. Yes, to the island. We can find the island now.
So you really
Now.
want to leave this Salazar
We
alive?
can sneak out that
We
way.
can kill him, but then we'll just see him again later. It always happens.
How very unusual for a... At your service. I wonder what made him this way.
I
Don't
like
know.
it already.
Let's take the compass home with us.
Balanced to perfection.
Now, can you make it down there without causing any more drama, Sawyer? You can. Good. Which means you can get back over here.
Simple.
And now, which tear do we go for? We haven't been out of dumping grounds. And we've killed a few of the guards in the vicinity. So, dumping grounds, it probably is. And now, Toya, hopefully, can lure over these two
A
patrollers.
recipe for further strategy. That's cool.
I mean, you can if he stands there.
Alright,
no mere animal.
Who was that? For when my vigilance is
And then he could sneak around here.
I
Move like
shall
water.
not go unanswered.
And then let's see. If he attacks that,
Precision.
and Yuki and Afia attack these two. How's this going to work?
Now we're getting somewhere.
Not quickly enough, is the answer. Maybe if I'd
Another
been a bit
round?
more patient with Toya.
Who disturbs my sacred task?
Now, maybe they're out of range.
Commence the right of inquiry.
Maiden,
I am a servant of the grand
A
design.
And I mean, we could always
simple
chain
movement
whistle, I
this
guess.
mind reflects.
Or,
Strike.
Measure.
Precision.
Calculate. Rectify.
The heart.
if they're going to go in different directions, then that makes our life easier.
A fine
Never look
angle.
back.
Where are you going to go?
Free.
Out of range of your mate. Good. That's an easy kill.
Heave ho.
And you are looking up there, but not all the time.
Corruption ever accumulates.
You're looking at there. Okay, so yeah, there's too many people looking at that commie, I think. So, Toya,
I'm here.
get in this bush. And then,
Follow the
when this
noise.
guard comes back, he can be bird whistled.
I follow the
Commissarius.
Sacred task.
Holy
We should have burned thee.
A lock needs a key. Raise with your legs.
Cool. So now that guy's the only one watching the commie. Can Afia make it over
What do
here?
we have
Looks like
here?
she can. Oh, there's another commie on the move there.
Say goodbye
Well.
to your ribs.
Another acolyte's on the move.
This'll pass some speed. No second thoughts.
Your speed could almost
Are
rival
you
my own.
within range for distraction? Just about.
Balanced to perfection.
So let's get Toya
Day
That's some
up here.
spice.
observing the remnants of
Now. Shit. Okay, so let's try that again. Toya, come over here. That patrolling guy. Does anyone really see him? That guy does, but not all the time. Oh, we haven't even used
Move with speed.
the shadow step ability on Toya at any stage.
A leaf on the wind.
Now, is that going to be out of range of everyone? Nope. Now, where does your range end? It's probably a
Ooh,
Yuki job, to be
exciting.
honest.
Oh, it always works.
So, what if she puts the trap there? I'm still figuring out
Ready?
the
Over there.
details of Kuma.
And so I watch over the
Pull them to you. This is fun.
Flame guides me this way.
day and night. I stand watch, observing the remnants.
Okay, so if we put Kuma somewhere,
Let me return to my post.
They'll come to you. Sneaky dead.
Why don't I walk this way?
so yeah, Kuma's the destination, but then we just need to get close enough to Darton with D.
Come, Kuma.
Right, I'm slowly but surely
idea.
figuring out
Service.
the intricacies of Kuma.
Now we're getting somewhere.
My eyes
And now,
I'm here.
we should be okay to do this. So,
Let's see what's out there.
you distract that guy,
Well,
Ready
well.
to serve. The expected outcome.
and yeah, job done. Now,
Are we
Yuki,
going? Leave it to me.
let's grab that dude.
Oh, heavy.
And throw him in a bush. So who's in vicinity there? 2 of them. Is anyone else nearby who cares? Probably not. Now, can we throw our thing up here?
Hey!
No, maybe not. Can we throw it up here? No.
Trap is set.
So what's the point in it if we can't use it to blink up to higher distances? How is it any better than just using a blink with a fear?
Always move forward.
You can't really see there that well. So what we could do, really,
An island
is we could distract that guy and then blink.
That sword looks like it hurts.
Heavy.
Good.
Is it a puzzle? Can't catch me.
Yep, come on in, Yuki.
What do we have here?
It's time to go home, gang.
Back to the Mali and fast.
We're coming, Marley-san.
Fun little mission, all told. Empty-headed, don't attack Salazar. Good. I figured that'd be a badge. Seemed highly likely it would be. That's Toya's first trip to this island. Yeah. Not the shortest mission, but I like the way the maps are set out, where there's like challenge zones. Like, we got the docks, we got over there, we got the prison, and then we got that one over there, and then we got the big furnace area. And so different maps can take you to different places. Like, the next time we come here, we might start over there, do a thing, and then wind up over on the left. It's cool. It reminds me of Hitman maps, in that you don't necessarily see every part of Sapienza or Santa Fortuna, but over repeated playthroughs of different missions you will do. And Toya does lead the way with kills, even if we barely used his special ability.
Come talk to me, Twilight Corsair. At your leisure.
Ah, there we go. That brings us back to the Mali. Yuki needs to have a chat with Afia, it seems, but we've also got time, I think, for
us.
a little crew tale. So, Psychonaut. Talk to Von Pressvold. Ah! So Teresa's step 3 does involve speaking to a character which we haven't yet unlocked, so we can't actually progress any further with her until we get Old Pincus unlocked. And he was scheduled to be the final character I unlock, so instead I guess we will start Toya in his crew tale with soul food.
I report for duty, Marley.
Good. The skeleton crew's diet has been thoroughly lacking in your absence.
Have they eaten anything during that time?
Mostly scraps and whatever they could catch themselves.
No more. I will see that they are properly fed.
Good lad. How are we going to do that? Are we going to catch some fish? Check ingredients. That'll be over here in our little kitchen area.
Rice, aubergines, and a sweet potato.
That's a start.
Not the most enticing ingredients for a voyage of soul pirates. The dish needs something that can replenish the skeleton crew's energy properly. I remember a fish that's been hanging next to the Mari for a very long time. It should have soaked up some soul energy. Yes. That is precisely what the dish is lacking. Let me get it.
Okay, so let's go find that fish, shall we? I was thinking that maybe we just ask the lady to grow something cool for us, but a fish will do the job. Hello, fish.
Now. Finally, after all this time, you notice me, Sensei. What? Who are you? I am an aspiring student. And are you not Toya of Iga, the renowned assassin of the East?
That is my name, but I am not your sensei.
But I am on a dangerous mission, and I need someone who could teach me to become a ninja.
Huh. How dangerous could the mission of a strung-up fish truly be?
Oh, the mission is of great importance. There'd be a target on your back if you were to know.
Serious
and the student
business.
Cannot put his sensei in danger.
But you have that the wrong way. A sensei must never endanger his student.
So you agree? You are my sensei?
He's got you there.
I doubt any of my teachings would apply to a fish. But if you can steal a flintlock pistol from Mordecai's cabin, I will take you on as a student.
Yes, Sensei. Of course, Sensei. I will try right away.
Cool. We've got a
A
student.
difficult task, especially for a strung-up fish. Let me wait for now and see.
Okay, that is an intriguing way to end this episode, I feel. Wasn't expecting that at all, but that's where we stand. And now it's time, I guess, to call it a day, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, friends.